what I want is an immersive experience. Like, the music has to be made in an environment where it feels comfortable and where the artists feel at home, right? And so that's part of my pitch, if you will, is to bring you to a place where you're gonna love. The environment is great. We had enough room for everyone in the room, and then we had extra space, and we brought the food. You know, it's the summer. All that stuff adds up to great music. And it's like, as opposed to going to a studio where the environment is clinical and cold and costly. So it's more like you get to do the music, ideally away from the internet, away from the phones, at least for a few minutes, and we'll document it. But the point is to forget about all those things in life that are sort of on your mind, weighing you down. Get a sense of what you want to present at the event, and then take it from there.
Not everybody could pull it off, right? Because it's not as easy as you think. Like, you can sing along in the car, to your favorite song, and you love that song, you can sing along. It's another thing to do it at karaoke. The words are up on the screen or whatever, and they make it easy for you. But to actually carry the song all the way through, it's relying on you, and you've got to push it forward. It's not easy, so you gotta practice and practice and practice. In the car and sang in the car, and just, it's like that 10,000 hours or something, right? And so you have a craft and you learn your craft, you're good at your craft, and that's why the pros are the pros. And that's why people pay money to see them, right? And so, I never aspire to be in that boat, but it's just super fun to pretend to be a rock star. I mean, I'm not here to get a record deal. I'm just here to have a ton of fun. I'll get a recording, a professional recording of the tunes. Like, who gets that? That's crazy.
It's like a self-image thing, right? Like, they don't believe that could be me being the rock star, me singing the song, right? And it kind of just stops there. And I think what I'm trying to do is bridge that gap and show how that can happen. It doesn't have to happen from an expensive studio. It can happen from your most favorite place in the world, which could be hopefully your cottage or wherever it is. And I bring in my expertise, like as a sound tech. Over the years, I learned how to, draw the best out of the instruments and vocals, and basically like produce it, if you will.
To be inside the song, you're in it. Like, you're just totally into it because it's so much fun to be around, and everybody in the room has this energy, and you're feeding off of each other, and it's really cool. And especially when we were doing it in a circle. So when being in that circle, you can you're making eye contact with all the other band members. You're kind of like, dude, you're rocking out right now, and so am I. We're having so much fun.
So we got the best take, and like, I'll just record. I'll just keep tracking until, whatever it takes. Usually with you guys, you were ready, so it was like, it took like 1 or 2 tries, and we had a pretty nice beefy sound. And then we'll add a little bit more, just whatever it takes to kind of beef it up. Like in the case of Gold on the Ceiling, we took Andy's guitar, which is such a powerful guitar line, and we just added a couple more takes of it, just to beef it up, right? And we did the same with vocals, and then we came back and did the hand claps, just to kind of throw it over that edge, right? And that's always an opportunity that I'm keeping an ear out for when I listen to music as it's being made. Is there a chance to, embellish part of the song? And sometimes you need to do that to make something pop, right? Like the chorus. You want the chorus bigger, you might add some guitar, right? Extra acoustic, or whatever it takes. And that style of production is, tested and true. And that's what I like to bring as well. It's very easy to do in this environment. And especially with the sounds, certain sounds of different areas, like it's a garage or a kitchen or a bathroom or outdoors, they all have different sounds. So we try to bring in the sound of the environment, right? Sometimes it means going on the dock to record. Sometimes it means getting the reverb in the shed or whatever. Like, I'll bring the microphone there, and then we'll go ahead and, basically produce, music on the fly. So that's kind of what's happening. It's like we're capturing the moment And then I take it home and I'll like, you know, sort of go through the tracks and make sure everything is kind of sounding right, and then bring it up, you know, bring it up a notch, like produce it, if you will.
And then the neighbors knocked on the door. It was all of a sudden like it got ramped up to 11.
We're gonna turn it to 11.
11.
And I heard a knock on the door. It's like, we're here. And it's like, okay, hey, why don't we do a concert? Just because we were doing what we were doing, it was interesting to other people. And they wanted to come and share in that experience. And that's why music is such a great connector that way. Because music is kind of a little bit of magic. It's a magical thing.
Thanks, you guys.